Hello, hello, crafty friends. Hello to Thelma and Adeline, Mary R., Kim,
Mary T.
Mary T. Hi, Mary T. And I think that's it for now. Oh, there's Sandy. Hi, Sandy, and Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Okay, let's go ahead and get going here. This is going to be fun today because I love hydrangeas. Of course I would because I'm a purple person. But this is the kit we're going to do today. It's called Forever Florals Hydrangea. If it looks familiar, but you have it in a different format. Hi, Jane. This was released before in a luxury set, and then they turned around and put it into one of their deluxe craft pads. Now, what's the difference between the two? In a deluxe craft pad, you get one each of the topper sheets. So the 4 topper sheets that came in the luxury set, you got 2 each in the luxury. And this one you get 1. But you get 1 each of the topper sets. You get 1 each of the printed cardstocks. And you get 1 each of the foiled cardstocks. And then you get inserts, which is great. They're really fun to work with because you got everything all in one place, and you get the beautiful insert papers at the back. So it's really a fun and pretty economical way to go to get one of these craft pads. And I don't know about you, I don't care about necessarily doing 2 of everything. I kind of like the idea of getting 1 of everything. So we're going to work with that. A few other things I pulled out just because I don't know what we're going to want. I just had Bryce pull me some background papers in case we want them. We got some pink, blue, lavender background papers. A couple colors of Mary here. I ran across that and I thought, oh, that's glorious. That's maybe one that we should use there. And then some gold Mary board, and we'll just see what we need. I also have been on a real kick with glittered cards lately. You probably have noticed that. And I just had Margie bring me up some of all the glittered cardstock we have downstairs. And these are the ones that I thought might go with hydrangeas. Purple, white. We've got this kind of fuchsia color, which I think could be beautiful. We got gold, and then I've got this deep blue, which may or may not be a good choice, but I just set them over here in case we want one. So, of course, I got my scissors, my foam squares, my adhesives, and I think we should just go for it. So, let's just start on page 1, shall we? Or maybe I want to start on page 2. These are pretty fun. Hey, over in, I just saw these. Over in the box, the black box that's on the table, there are some of those mini DL cards. Would you grab those, please? Oh, before we get going too far, while we're waiting on Bryce there, I wanted to show you what these cards we did. Excuse me. These cards we did Thursday, how they looked with the wine glasses, with the glaze on the wine glasses. Hi, Elsie. Here's our shaped card we did. That sure turned out fun, didn't it? You see the glaze there on the wine glasses? I don't think Teddy's trick-or-treating this year. Is Gemma trick-or-treating this year, Mary? This was Thelma's idea to put the crystal lacquer on here. I thought that was a great idea. And here's our put a little light on the subject. Bryce just turned another light on. Hi, Catherine. So I thought this was really fun with the crystal lacquer on the wine glasses. That was a great idea, Thelma, and I think they turned out beautifully. Okay, I'll try and do it. You'll have to remind me, though. I have a bottle sitting on my desk. Maybe I'll just leave it on my desk and then we'll remember. Okay. All right, let's just start with page 1 and we'll go from there. I just had Bryce get me these little mini DL cards because you never know when some of these smaller toppers might look great on one of these little mini DLs. So we'll add that to our stack of possible cards to use here. I had a class last night. We were doing remember the bears we did? The mama bear and the baby bear looking at the sky. We did that one last night. That was great fun to do. And that's pretty. Okay. I suppose we should, before we put this away, we should find some background paper here. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. What about that? That's beautiful. Like, where do you start? I think we'll start with that. Now, the beautiful thing, too, about these deluxe craft pads is that everything goes with everything. You know, you don't have to try and worry about color coordinating everything. It's already color coordinated for you. Okay. Do you like that one? Ooh, that's just going to be pretty together. Okay. All right. Well, I think we'll start with this. I'm going to fit a 6x6. Get a 6x6 card here. Yes, that's going to be a perfect fit for a 6x6. So I'm going to grab that. Okay. Let's go ahead and since we were working with our glittered cards, we also used this extra tacky glue last night. I have one bottle here that's just almost empty, and you know me, I can't throw it away. I have to try and get every little bit out of it because I'm a crafter and you do the same thing. But this one really, really is. I gotta stand it up, I guess. It really, really is just on its last dregs. But I have a nice fresh bottle right here. So. Okay. This one that we're looking at, Thelma, this would make a nice shaped card. I think you're right. It'd be beautiful. I'm going to keep track of my folds today so you guys don't have to rescue me in the 11th hour. You still might have to rescue me because some people are almost without hope. I might be one of those. It still needs to be rescued from myself. Okay. Go ahead and put this down in this beautiful lavender. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. This would be a pretty framed card. But I already started a different one with it. But I have another one. We'll look at doing that one. Okay. Cut this out. We're going to get two beautiful cards out of this one piece of cardstock. Kind of got a little bit of a rough edge there. Let's see if we can trim that up. There we go. All right. Boy, those are gorgeous together, aren't they? Beautiful. Okay. Just going to play for a second here and see if I want to do anything out of the ordinary. What happens if we do something like that? I think maybe that's just distracting. But maybe not. Don't know. Nope. Okay. I think we'll just go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put this on some foam. Squares. Frame up. This hydrangea craft pad is on Mattastic, so these papers would take ink really well. All right. We had a lady who stopped by last night and was picking up her order during class time, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. Her name's Becky. Very nice lady. Anyway, she walked through the door and I said, "Hi, come on in." And she looked at me. And then she said, "Are you on YouTube?" I think I was just watching you on YouTube. I said, "Yes, I'm all over YouTube." But I said, "You have the chance to visit in person if you want to." See, this group of ladies were building cards tonight. I think we had her about half tempted to sit down with us and build some cards. Really nice lady. That's probably the nicest thing about what I do. I get to meet the nicest people from all over the place, locally and across the world. Famous before you. Yeah. Oops. These are those not so sticky foam squares again. I'll get these used up someday, and then I can stop pulling them off when I take the paper off. Maybe. Once I get my project together, they usually hold okay, but there. Thank you, Mary. It hadn't been short for a while, and I've forgotten how curly it gets when it's shorter. You don't have all the weight pulling on it. Well, Roberta's doing fine now, I'm sure. I haven't talked to her today, but since the shooter in Maine that situation is now resolved, Roberta and Mark should be able to get out of their house again. terrible, unfortunate situation, I tell you. Okay. It's funny because this Becky that was here said, I've just discovered Hunky Dory. And oh my gosh, because she looked at what we were doing and she said, is that Hunky Dory? I said, yes. She said, oh, I've just discovered Hunky Dory. I said, you came to the right place. You'll notice that I ran my glue around the inside of my frame instead of putting the glue right on this piece and then trying to fit it in with the glue over the top. You know, having to fit it in without getting the glue on the other piece. Just running a little bead of glue around the inside of the frame is a good way to go. You've mentioned that a couple times, Catherine. I'm going to have to go back and look at that and see what I did. I'm not sure what I did in the Three Kings. Well, this is just getting ridiculous. Glue down to hold that square since it popped right out. No, you should not have to glue foam squares. You won't have to glue any foam squares you get from us. But these particular foam squares weren't my normal. There's some I got really cheap. And now I know why they were cheap, because they weren't very good. Not very sticky. Okay, I'm going to put, these are really especially bad, so I'm going to put some glue on the back of these too. All right. So with this one, we just made a really simple design. We raised the frame up. And we raised the frame. And the outside, we glued the inside frame flush down to the card, and then we raised the inside panel. I'm going to put a little sticky under this tag. Thank you, guys. Look how beautiful that is. It's simple, but it's elegant. Very, very pretty. Love that background with the hydrangeas. Okay, one down. Thelma wants a shaped card. Let's make Thelma a shaped card using this other one here. Now, oops. I do think this might have to be a star shape, though. We might have to still keep looking for our shaped card, because I think this one might have to be a star card. When you get these ones that are square, you can turn the middle on edge and get a pretty star pattern. I don't know if it will work on this one because of the little loops, but I think we need to try it. And we can decide. I'm not sure that looks particularly appealing with these particular shapes in it. Maybe. Oh, that looks pretty good though. That looks pretty good. Let's see what we have for a square card here. Okay, 2. Okay. Oh, I might just have to make one. Oops, that's an 8 by 8. I don't want that. Ah! Looky here what I found. Yeah. I'm going to use a different one, Thelma, because I like this. I like this pattern here. Okay, I'm going to set that out. Let's get another piece of cardstock we can use as a background for this one. So many pretty ones in here, my goodness. There's another just gorgeous one. Okay, this time, we're not going to make our shaped card quite yet. We're going to put this one. I do think I need some purple ribbon, honey. Can you look around and see if you can find me some purple or that same blue or pink? You can use my cardstocks.
What size?
This pink might work too. 3/8, I think. I don't know how much purple I have left on the wall there. In the classroom here, I have a lot of my ribbon that are on big spools. A cafe rod run through them, and they're hanging on the wall. So you can just unspin the amount of ribbon that you want and cut it off. So when I'm talking about my ribbon being on the wall, I have 5 rows of ribbon on the wall over there. But I think some of these fuchsia or some of these hydrangea cards are calling for ribbon. I think they might just need some. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at this beautiful background card. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And I'm going to put down my background frame. A little glue around it. Laying this layer flat. And I'm going to take my in-between layer. I'm going to center that at an angle on top.
You're pretty much out on purple.
Would you look?
That's
There's some in
pretty
these
lavender.
boxes, I think. Okay, that lavender will be pretty. I've got boxes of ribbon where the spools weren't big enough to hang them on the wall. They have like those foam cores or things to them.
That size of ribbon.
Uh,
Skinny.
I think that's the same as this. Okay. Just kind of centering this up. We're trying to. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on some foam squares and put it over the top. Oh, these are terrible foam squares. Yeah, they make the curtain brackets, cafe rod curtain brackets that hang out a ways from the wall. And I have ones that stand out like 4 inches from the wall, so it'll take like an 8-inch roll of ribbon. And oh my God. That sounds terrifying, Catherine. That sounds fun. It also sounds terrifying. Having people jump out at you. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Bryce just brought me this ribbon. Let's see if this is going to be a good choice for this card. I think it might be. I need a ribbon tool, honey. A bow maker. Where are you? Bryce. Oh, I found one. My helper wandered off again. There he is. I was talking away to you.
Pay attention, I left.
I saw that you left. I'm tying a 4-5-4 bow in this beautiful pink, blue ombre ribbon. We'll see what this looks like. It may be too much, but we'll give it a shot and see if it's pretty or if it's not pretty. If it's not pretty, we'll go back to square one and figure out something else. Okay. Let's see how that looks. There's our pretty bow. see about putting that up here in a corner. Let's give it some pretty ends. To do that, I fold it like a taco with the open sides up. I clip outward towards the end of the ribbon, and I clip a notch in it. Do the same thing over here. And I get pretty ends on my bow. And I think I'm going to need some best glue ever for this bow, because this organza doesn't necessarily want to hold very well with the organza doesn't necessarily like to hold well with regular glue on it. I got my best glue ever with my little cap on it, and I'm going to put, not going to go crazy with the glue, but this is going to dry into a glue dot everywhere I put this glue on. It's absolutely the best glue there is for fabric of any kind, because the glue gets right down in the fibers. I'm just going to set that bow aside for now, and we'll come back and put that on here in a few minutes. It takes a few minutes for it to dry, which is why I often don't use best glue in class, because it just takes so long. But that's going to be pretty, putting that bow up in the corner of this one. Okay, we still have several beautiful pieces here, and we may come back to those. Let's see what else we have. Here's some good shape cards, Selma. Ooh, that's pretty. These would be pretty too. I think maybe we want to make a shape card with one of these. What do you think? Could you use it to make a hem? I don't know, Mary. I don't know about the washability of it. Boy, we got some beautiful pieces to work with here. Just got to decide which one we want to do next. I've been sitting here looking at this. I've been looking at this piece I already had cut. I've got two beautiful cards waiting to be done right here. So I think we should go to those next. Okay, we easily have room for 5x7 here. And I'm thinking this would be a great one. See the size of this? Here's the size of my card. The card looks almost too big for it, but what this would allow us to do is use one of those tags with the ribbon up in the corner, and that'd look great. So I think we have to do that. I'm just thinking that should be done. This ribbon, by the way, lots of people compliment this ribbon. I believe we have some of this for sale in the store. I don't know if there's a lot of it left, but it is quite pretty. Now, this background card is almost an ivory, but then again, so is some of the pattern in here. So I'm going to go ahead and let the outside edges of my cardstock show. So I'm going to cut this, instead of 5x7, I'm going to cut it 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So I can leave a nice, pretty border around the edge. Compared to my cards, sometimes I have to slice off a little extra. Well, I think that's just about right, actually. It looks pretty good. You guys are having storms, huh, Catherine? Our weather today is beautiful, crisp fall weather. Gorgeous outside. Cold. I had to move my lemon tree in yesterday. Bryce bought me a Meyer lemon tree. We've been coddling along all summer. It was tiny, and now it's growing pretty big. What is it, Bryce? 2.5 feet tall?
Probably.
And it's in a big pot. We moved it into the house last night because they're predicting overnight freezes, and we don't want it to affect my lemon tree. Heck no. Absolutely, Mary. Isn't that pretty with the little border around it? Especially with this line coming down in the same color. I didn't even think about that, but that looks good. Okay. Now, back on this page, we had a couple pretty tags. Let's choose one of those. This one says, "I'm so lucky to have a friend like you." I like that. So let's use this tag up above. And another one of those pretty organza bows. Storm Babette. Teddy, since he got his hair cut, at night he gets cold and he sleeps with us. He's not going to get too cold. In fact, for the last couple of nights, I sleep on my side, and he's discovered that he can cuddle into the small of my back. I can't move afterwards, but he is just snuggled in like a little clam, happy as can be. And I feel if I move, I'm going to squish him. But he is happy. I need to get Ted a new sweater. We went to look for his sweaters, and his sweaters were all pretty much worn out. He had a coat, but I need to get him a pretty sweater again, a seasonal sweater. So I made a 4x4 bow again and clipping the ends, just like before, except I didn't do a very good job there. I'll do it again. That's better. Yeah, he slides right into the small of my back. Just gets so cozy. I sleep like a blast furnace. I'm very, very warm when I sleep. In fact, I actually use a cooling blanket when I sleep. And Teddy, he thinks Mom's just about the right temperature to hang out with. Let's see how we want to put this in. I think I kind of want it angled that way. Then we'll put the bow on. See how our other bow's doing. It is not dried yet. I'm going to show you how you can tell. See all the white still on there? That means it has not dried yet. So now we're going to make another one. We're going to get some more best glue ever and put on this one. We're going to have a lot of bows to put on here after a while, but that's what you have to do with best glue. And And Bryce and I have a king-size bed. And it's he and Bryce and I and Teddy will get in the center of the bed when he's not snuggling. He'll get in the center of the bed and he'll push on both of us, get us clear out to the edges of the bed, then he takes the entire middle of the bed. He'll be stretched out sideways, end to end. And then he is just happy. He's got all the room he needs. Cat tries to come up on the bed. The dog and the cat quarrel over who's going to get the most room. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Just put that little tag on there for now. We'll come back and put a bow on there. It's really pretty though, isn't it? Having all that extra space at the top was perfect for this one. He's French, of course, he's clever. All right, so we'll move this one up. Now, we've got this piece that we cut a little while ago. That's just beautiful too. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All right, well, it might be a similar card here. But I think we're going to use another 5x7. And I think we'll still leave a, it's got that same white line on there, so I'm going to leave that same line. Let's go to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Cut that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This just makes a perfect card to put that tag on. So at the risk of using the same design twice, I think I'm going to do it. Because it's beautiful. This might be wide enough for one of our little mini DLs. We'll hang on to that for now. And yeah, I'm going to do it again. Let's see, here's my tag. This also has a pretty little round on it that we might use. Okay. Could go the other way this time. At least put the bow on the opposite side. I'll do that. Okay. I got some cute Halloween cards yesterday from Susan. You guys know Susan. She comes in every once in a while, and she was the one who would come in the classroom when we were having class. And you'd hear her and her English accent in the background. Susan. And our new friend, Rachel, that I met through Susan, came to class last night. They both brought just the cutest Halloween cards. Super cute. Susan made a black cat out of velveteen paper, holding a pumpkin and something like too cute to spook or something on it. It was really cute. Really, really cute. I keep reusing this, but it looks really quite fabulous with this. With this set. So I might have to switch and use something different here in a little bit, but I'm going to do this one with it. And I'll change up on the next sheet. Use something different. These are just turning out beautiful, though. I'm thinking we might have to drive somewhere today, honey. I don't know where we need to drive to. We'll have to come up with an excuse to go, but I'm thinking we might have to drive somewhere today because I haven't driven my car since I went up to Longview and got the check.
Is that right?
And I'm kind of feeling a need to go someplace. Write me a note if you would to text Margie about class tomorrow. I don't know if she's going to do class tomorrow or if I need to tell people it's a table time or what we have in the hopper for tomorrow. Last I saw, she was trying to negotiate getting one of her rescheduled classes back in there. Okay, putting a little best glue on. Again, I don't want big globs of glue because big globs of glue might soak through my ribbon, which I certainly don't want. I just want it to just little lines that'll dry. I did get quite a bit there. I'll pick up a little bit of that. Let these dry. That first one might be dry. I could probably steal it and put it on here. So I can finish this card. Is the first one dry? Almost. I see just I still see a couple little wet areas. See there? Okay, so we're going to set this one aside till we get our bow dry. All right. Now, let's see what we're going to do next. Boy, we got some pretty ones. I think we should do Stelma's shaped card, maybe next. But this one. Now, what worked out well with our last one was having that little greeting across the bottom of it was enough to help it stand up good. So sometimes if I wanted to do one like this, it might be difficult for that card to stand up. But this one here, if we did this one instead, this one wouldn't have that problem at all. So maybe we should do this one instead. Let's do this one. Let's see if I have another. I do have another one of those. Put this one back over there. Okay. When you want to do a shaped card and cut out around it, what's important that we do is that we hang the card over the edge just a little bit to give ourselves room to leave a solid area. Yeah, this is going to be beautiful. So I'm going to glue both of these outer frames down to my card. And then we'll raise the center one up a little bit. I'm going to keep my glue back from this left edge just a little bit so that I can get my hangover that I want. Still got a little glue on the back, but not bad. So I have just a little bit hanging over there. That's going to keep my card from cutting all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out. I've got so many glue bottles sitting here, I don't have room to work. There we go. Okay, got my detail scissors. I'm going to cut along the edge of this. Detail scissors work much better with these more intricate outer patterns. Thank you, Catherine. Maybe we should drive to Lawrence, go get the girls for dinner.
Yeah, I just ordered Burger King.
Oh, they did?
I just got a DoorDash. Thank you for your Burger King order. So, but I'm sure they're always up for dinner.
They're always up for something besides Burger King. Uh-oh. Now, how did that happen? Oh, you know what I just did, guys? Sometimes I'm such an oaf. You know what I did? I didn't have it glued to the fold side. No? Yeah? No? Yeah, I had the fold on the wrong side. So, let's try that again. Hopefully I have another one here. I do. Don't do that. Let's glue it over the side that has the fold. Oh, sometimes I'm such a doofus. Now let's try it again. Oh, goodness sakes. Yeah, how's that for a demo, Catherine? This time I'm going to put it on the side of the card that has the fold. Okay, let's try it again. All right. That looks good. My fold is on that side. Ah, Deborah, wake up. Oh, yeah. Well, one thing you'll learn for sure is you're not the only one that does that stuff because you watch me, you see it all. You know, we don't go back and edit the videos and take out the blunders. We just show it all to you. This is going to be a nice sturdy card though now. It'll have 2 layers of cardstock under it. Can't believe I did that. Oh, you guys are... You never know what you're going to see with me, do you? It is going to be pretty when it's done. I just got to say that. When we finally get it finished, it will be beautiful. I do like the scallopy edge. In some ways, this is easier to do than the oval was, because the oval is a little trickier to cut and get a nice even line. This one is quite a lot easier. Okay, this is what I meant to do. Didn't that look pretty? It looks pretty just like that. Oh, let's put a tag on it. Let's put a tag on it. Still using up those foam squares that don't have any good glue on them, so I may have to glue over these too. Thank you guys for your kindness. You never know what you'll see here. You know, it'll be entertaining, but you never know what you'll see. Ah, these foam squares are just awful. I'm not going to throw them away. You have to use them up. Put glue on them. Use them up. I can make them work. Should make me a cup of mocha while you're up. That'd be good. Poor man's mocha. Decaf coffee with a packet of Swiss Miss in it. Works just fine. I make joy when I goof. Well, thank you, Thelma. I'm glad that I can make you happy. I think we need some water in it. I used the last of the water last night. I have a Keurig out in the shop for my use and the use of our customers. And one day, a couple of months ago, it just stopped working. And we messed with it and messed with it. And well, it's not supposed to be temporary, but I'll tell you that the We Are Memory Keepers is actually fairly disappointing because the adhesive just isn't strong enough. So I don't think they're supposed to be temporary, but they just didn't put enough adhesive to the adhesive, and we end up having to glue some of it back down, which is not something I want to do. So I'm a little disappointed in them in that respect, something that was so looked forward to, and then it's proven to be a bit of a disappointment. Okay, we need a tag of some sort for this one. So I'm just looking for a tag. Oh, here's some pretty little ones. This one's got a pretty little butterfly. And this says, "You are so lovely." That's pretty too. I don't have a lot of room, so I probably need a little one. Well, maybe we should just grab this little butterfly. And then I think we'll put it right over the top of this other butterfly. And that way we'll have room for it. That works. I'll use some hunky-dory squares on here. They're good ones. This hydrangea has 3 butterflies on it. Pretty. I don't think we have room for a bow on this one. Isn't that pretty though with the foiling? That's gorgeous. It took me a while to get it done, but it is beautiful, Thelma. Let's see how our bows are doing. This one, the first one, is almost done. In fact, I'd say it's done enough. So let's grab this one. And put a pretty bow on it. There we go. Okay, we'll wait for more adhesive to dry on the other bows, and then we'll put some more on. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing great. We've only been at it for an hour. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards done in an hour. Look at us go. I was thinking we have these fun little toppers here. And I saw another one on the next page. And I'm thinking that might be really good starting point to make a DL card. Just looking at it, it seems like that might have some potential. These Forever Flowers hydrangea pads are available in the store. You might think, why are you doing that at this time of year? Well, because this is the time of year when Brittany discovered that I had ordered 30 of them. I ordered them once and then I ordered them again, not realizing I'd done it the first time. And yeah, that's when she said, "Aunt Debbie, look what you're going to be teaching a class in." I said, "Oh, I am I?" And she said, "Yes, you have 30 of them. You'll be teaching a class in this." What day shall we put it on the calendar? Oh, what would I do without Brittany to keep me honest? These craft pads are really an excellent value because you get everything you get in a luxury set, except you get it in singles, and you get the inserts already. Oh, you should put some inserts in, by the way, shouldn't you? You already get the inserts provided too. So, how did I get this one? I just took that off of my drying table. That's not quite there yet, so let's put that back up there and get it with the. Hey, you go, Britt. Gavin says, you go, Britt. Okay. All right, let's look and see the DL up here. There's one. These are perfect cards for year round. They really are. And who doesn't love hydrangeas? What I was thinking is this would be pretty on kind of a banner across there. Wouldn't it? They're not all exactly the same size tags. They don't have to be. What do I want underneath here? This would be pretty, wouldn't it? And it'd kind of take away from the fact that they're all different sizes. This is also very pretty. But is it wide enough? I don't think it's wide enough. I'd have to cut my card down just a little, but that's okay. I've done that. I'm willing to do that. Here's one that has borders on both sides. Let's use this one. Another thing that goes well, besides the banner, would be a piece of ribbon behind these, and maybe even tie some little single bows under them. That might be a choice too. First, we're just going to cover this cardstock. Put the two largest one on the outside and see how it looks. We'll do it, Thelma. This particular DL is not folded particularly well, so I might end up trimming it. Now you might be looking at this and thinking, yeah, but that banner isn't long enough. But what's our rule? If it doesn't show, it doesn't have to be there, right? So I can clip that banner in a few pieces, and the banner does not have to actually go under the toppers, because if it doesn't show, it doesn't have to be there. So you can use a shorter banner. That looks pretty. I like that. Now, I want the two largest on the outsides, and the smaller on the inside. And we could put a bow under this one, and that would look really pretty. I have a pretty soft kind of rosy pink ribbon here. Let's see what that does. I should have put it on first if I was going to, but oh well, I decide these things after the fact a lot of times. Yeah. I think we'll take this ribbon instead of the banner. I need some hunky-dory tape. That's what I'm looking for. This satin's going to go really nice there because it's going to just add that little shiny element. And then we'll put a satin bow under the center one. Now, sometimes, we know that the best way to adhere ribbon to your card is to wrap it around and put it on before you take your cardstock and glue it to your card. That's the best way because you bury your ends. But when you do what I just did and you decide, after you've already glued it down, that you want ribbon, the next best thing to do, I think, is to use a piece of tape that's as wide as your ribbon, which will help keep it from fraying, and go ahead and attach it to the face, knowing that that's going to help keep the ribbon from fraying. Okay, does that make sense? But the tape has to be as wide as your ribbon to get this to work well. You can cut it just a little long and take a little more tiny little strip off. Don't see this one on the website. Can you go find this for me, hon? We're going to give you a link to it, Adeline. There is a under Hunky Dory, but favorite brands, Hunky Dory. There is a Deluxe Craft Pads link. It should be in there. I'm tearing my tape from the center, pulling it back both directions. That way I won't have any stretchy ends. I'm going to put my ribbon right out there straight. Got it just a little long on one end, short on the other, but I'm just going to clip it and pretend I didn't. Look at the orders for today. Can you do that? You can't go into BigCommerce. I have a reason. Adeline, hold up just a minute. Buying that. Because I may start a Hunky Dory sale for you if I don't already have sales today in. They won't see this, right?
Yeah, and I don't have long and stuff.
Here, you're fine. Just go to continue. Yeah. I'm going to start a Hunky Dory sale right after class, so wait to buy this until it's 10% off. I'll start it for you right after class today. Okay, I'm going to tie a 454 and a satin ribbon to go right under that center panel. And then it's going to correspond beautifully with that ribbon we have going across our card. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to tick off the people who already placed orders, but nobody has placed an order yet for Hunky Dory today, so we will just pop that coupon in there. It'll be Hunky Dory sale, no spaces, but I have to activate it. It won't work yet. So as soon as we get out of class today, I'll activate it so you can all get this beautiful craft pad we've been working with for 10% off. Here's our pretty satin bow. I'm going to put that right there. That's going to look good. I like it. Okay, we'll go ahead and put these down. I think we'll go ahead and put some foam squares under here. I wish I had some bigger ones. Maybe these are stickier than the last ones. Let's see if they are. Oh, these are better. Okay. See you later, Catherine. Okay. This is going to be so pretty. It's very feminine. This one's going to be very feminine. Big one to the outside. Big one kind of centered a little bit lower, so it kind of balances that other one a bit. We'll put this big one to the outside. And we'll put that pretty satiny pink bow right in the middle. Okay, full bloom. We'll go here, a little lower here. We're going to put this one in the center. These are much stickier foam squares. Boy, I like this. This is just going to be really pretty. It's easy to make pretty things when you have beautiful materials to work with, isn't it? The satin ribbon will stick just fine with a cosmic shimmer, so you won't have to wait on the best glue. Does that mean the best glue isn't still the best for this? Best glue is the best for this, but I don't have to wait on this one. Wowzer, look at how pretty is that? Oh my gosh. I just love that. Wowzer. I like that one. All right, let's see. Let's get a piece of liner paper and line this card. There should be a piece of liner to match everything that we have in cardstock. So there's our liner sheet. I'll pull that out. And I'm going to just put that. That's actually kind of fun. I think I'll put the liner at the top this time. So let's get a piece of tape. Drink water. It is beautiful, isn't it, Elsie? Okay. Didn't I just pick up a roll of tape? I don't know. I thought I did. I'm going to put one row of tape right under the fold line here at the top of my card. If I have any tape hanging over, I'm just going to push it back on itself like that. I'm going to set this liner right in here like that. And I'm going to cut around it. It's as easy as that to line your cards, guys. As easy as that. Wow, I love this card. One done. Okay, let's get some more liner paper out. I think we have a couple more bows finished here. That looks good. No white stuff, see that? No white stuff on there. So this one's ready to attach. And then we'll go ahead and we'll line that one. And we have this one. I'm going to put that in the middle. Didn't think of it until just now. We got that one. I don't know if this needs a bow. It probably wouldn't hurt to have a bow. What actually also might be fun be to give this one some borders. I don't know. I'll think on that. Okay. Let's see. Let's do some more liners. They're not done until they're lined. I do love having inserts. It makes me happy. Which card stuck to me now? You know, the way these are done, I could really use almost any liner on almost any card. I'm going to use this one here, though, because it has the same pattern as my card, and it's got the same opening, which is really pretty cool. I'm going to trim a little bit off the edge because I kind of want that writing place to be centered. You should see my desk. It's so covered with stuff. It's not a great work surface right now because I have too much stuff on my desk. Like I said, I have that ribbon in the store, guys. I'm going to do that right there. I do so love that. Oops. Don't get squished. Let's put a piece of tape right along that center fold, just below the line. Put my card in, cut around it. This is beautiful because my insert paper matches my outer part. And it matches that shape. I've got it just a little low, but it's still perfect. Okay, that one's done. Okay, let's see this one. I think, oh yeah, perfect match, perfect size. Let's go ahead and line this one. Is everybody good on making bows? Anybody need a bow maker class soon? We do them pretty often, but it has been a little while since we've done one. So when you guys decide you want a refresher or you want to learn for the first time, let me know. We'll get it on the schedule. Look at us just whip through and line these cards. Okay. Now we need a liner with that pretty purple tone. Maybe they don't match exactly. It's possible. I could use any of them on any of them. Nope. Doesn't have an exact match. So let's just pick one. I had that one. Oops. I had that one with an all over pattern. I'll choose that. Let's take this one. And once again, I think my card is going to have to be, or my insert have to be trimmed just a little to get it to kind of center. Okay, I'm going to put this sort of in the center. And I'm going to trim around it. I'm going to grab my next card here. I'm going to put a piece of tape in right below the fold line. Well, you come on out, Adeline, and I'll walk you through it personally. Okay. I'm liking these cards so much. They're so pretty. scissors are kind of hanging up a little bit. They need a scissor sharpener after them. There you go. All right, we have one more. This would look good. All right. This is going to be done the same way. It's just going to take a little bit more cutting. I'm going to put my tape in right along the fold line. Okay. And I'm going to stick my insert paper in there. I'll go a little higher. What's that? There we go. And I'm going to get my detail scissors. This will be the third time I've cut this one. Just in case you forgot, I messed up when I made the card. Let me remind you. I love the inserts that are patterned all over, because you can do so much with those. These ones that are white on a lot of it. Kind of feel like a little bit of a ripoff because you only get one card out of the pattern. Hunky dory. We like full color inserts, guys. Okay. This looks pretty. Isn't that fun? Okay, all of our cards we've made are now lined. Let's go back to our 12:30. We've got about 25 minutes or so. Let's see what else we can make. We have these papers. We have this pretty topper I popped out already. Well, it might be fun to do something with some of our cardstock we pulled out. Let's do I like that. Let's do this one and get some of our cardstock we pulled out of our stash. All right, let's cover a 5x7. I kept that for that little DL, didn't I? Let's grab one of our 5x7 cards. And I have this piece of paper that is embossed. It has some just background lines on it. I think it's pretty. I have lots of bow making videos on YouTube at Line. What I would recommend is that you go with one of the last ones. Don't go with the early one, go with one of the last ones. Because I actually came up with a technique that makes fluffing your bows after you make them easier when we're winding the ribbon just around one tooth instead of the whole thing. So use one of the videos that I've done later, like within the last year or two. The nice thing about the bow maker is that it will do most of the work, and you'll be surprised how soon they'll be turning out beautiful. I've got this embossed pink cardstock. Oh, now it's actually kind of an odd color for that background I chose. I might have to go to a different background. Let's see if I have a better one. That could be pretty. Okay, I think this might be strange, but I think I'm going to pull this purple sheet to go on this pink card I started. I think the purple is actually going to be a better complement than the pink that's just not quite right. Let's trim this off around the card. Fastest, easiest way to face a card right there. Put your cardstock on with either glue or tape and cut around it. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this cardstock down to allow a border around it. So I'm going to do 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And those look good together. That's fun. And I just want to check something here before I glue this all down. I think a piece of cardstock No, I'm not liking what I've got going here. Maybe I could go straight onto here. Now I like that. That's better. I just didn't like the combination I had going. So let's do that. I still have this pretty border here. What would happen if we put the border down? And that across. Or we could do the same thing with the ribbon we did before. So it's not a good match. Let's see. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? This way. Do you ever have one, guys, where it just doesn't feel like it wants to go together the way you want it to go together? How's what this one's feeling like for me? This is a very interesting little pull out because they actually have this ring cut twice. See that? Can you see it on there? Kind of looks like an atom. Yeah. I'm just going to get this one done. Let's see. Bugging me they can't find a ribbon I like. Oh, that's better. I found a ribbon. Now it's all going to be fine. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. I'm going to put some hunky-dory tape on my ribbon. Might need another roll off the table. I think we got it. The hunky-dory tape is just the right width for this 3/8 inch ribbon. Make sure you have it nice and smooth so you don't get any ripples in your ribbon while you're putting your tape on. Excuse me. Goodness sakes. Whew. That one came from my toes. I think I like it better. I don't know. I might have to cut the base down a little, though. That might be the answer. I think this pink color that I chose in the embossed card is maybe off just a little, and I think that's what's bugging me. Hi, Brenda. Thank you. I'm sure I can make it work. I just have to mess with it a little. I'm going to go a little bit high, putting this down. Then I'm going to tie a bow to go on the bottom of it. And where did I notice? Once again, easier to put your ring in if you put the glue around the inside instead of putting the glue on this ring. And you don't get glue everywhere. Might get a little bit somewhere, but it's easier. Okay. Let's put some foam squares on here. I have a lot of those senior moments, Brenda. Okay, let's try a nice fluffy bow. Go across the bottom here. I think this one's going to end up turning out okay. Some individual cards are just a struggle, aren't they? You can whip them together and you're sailing right along, and then all of a sudden you run into one that's just a pain. I'm going to put a happy birthday on this. Up here in this corner. And I think it's pretty. Whew, it was a struggle. You know, it might be fun on this one now. Let's see if I have any here. When it feels like I've got excess space, there's two things I can do. One's what Tom was talking about. You can cut it down. The other thing you can do is add some corner stickers, which can be a really good way to borders, corners, you know, some of our tools of the trade. Definitely has to be gold, though. Find me some gold corners, honey, please. I'll set this aside for just a minute. Bryce looks up some corners. We'll make something else while we're continuing to seek out. Got so many stickers pulled here. That's Christmas there. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to set this one aside and we'll come back to it. We got this beautiful one. And we got this pretty piece. I saw some pieces that would go great on here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. This might be pretty. Okay, I like that one. That's beautiful. We're going with that. I think we will leave a little bit of white around the edges of our cardstock. That's gorgeous. This here. Gorgeous. Oh, I haven't seen it in Paper Rose, huh? I'll bet it's beautiful. I think one of our distributors just started carrying Paper Rose.
Just don't have any corners in gold. We've used them all.
Try Try the, no, it won't look great. Try this folder. Might be in the Christmas folder. Okay. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. Sometimes when something doesn't want to go together, you just don't put it together. Put the thing it wants. This is what it wanted. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. Let's see. Well, these. Huh, these might work. I just found on my desk. They're big.
You don't need any corners.
I'm going to need some borders, though. These are big, but they actually, I think, are going to go well. And yet sometimes these struggles turn out to be some of the prettiest cards once you finally get over the hump with them. Because I gotta say, I think that's quite beautiful. I don't think I'm going to put the lines on it. I think I like it. What do you guys think that? I think that now looks beautiful. Okay. Let's line these two. See what we get. I have left for liner paper. I think these two are good with this. Sometimes you gotta struggle, but you know, I believe that one of the best things to do, I didn't do it in this case, but one of the best things to do when you hit the wall with something like that is just set that one aside for a while and keep creating. And then when you come back, it's like it's obvious what you want to do to it. What are we doing for time? At 1 o'clock. Okay, I think we'll finish lining these two and take a look at what we've done today. We have a stack of cards. I'm going to go in and I'm going to put that coupon special in for you, 10% off all things Hunky Dory, using the sale code Hunky Dory Sale. Don't do it yet because I haven't put the sale, activated the sale yet, so it won't work for a minute, but it will work in a few minutes. That way, if you've been looking at this or the Deco Large and you're wanting to do that, you can pick them up on sale, which is always fun. Okay. Soft, subtle. Did we just lose our stream? I hope not. Oh, the end stream's still down there underneath. It just popped something up in front. All right. Yeah, we'll take a look at what we've done. We'll take another look at those wine glasses that we did Thursday night, so you can see how those look with the the stuff on them. the not glossy accents, but crystal lacquer. Now you can tell that we still can get a boatload of cards out of what we've got left here. These deluxe craft pads are just an excellent. Boy, I do like that. Isn't that just pretty? Okay, let's see it. Let's take a look at all of our cards, complete with their bows and finery. We have them all ready to go now. Okay, here we go. Here's our shape card, and it will stand up very nicely. That looks beautiful with the insert in it, doesn't it? I love all the shininess on that card. That's just gorgeous. This one says, I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Beautiful purple insert paper. This one says, you're the best. This one was our first today. Let's do with that sheet of stickers I had. I just had to. There. Just wondering, I think these are too big for this. Yeah, they're too big for this. Okay. We were looking at this one earlier. I said we might do something else to it. Let's just add a few corners to this. I think we need to bring the outsides of this card into the pattern. Little pieces of sticker all over my fingers. Let's see. Some little lines here. Grab some little line stickers. Dad out on the deck. I just heard a thump.
I think it's neighbors behind us.
Yeah, this needed something else. I just wasn't sure what it was. But this is getting the job done. There we go. 100% better. 110% better. There we go. Okay, I lost track of where we were showing you the cards. Let's do it again. Okay, so we got this one. 110% better with the corners on it. We got this one. Our little fluffy bow right there in the middle. Love, love, love this one. This just makes me happy. I'm loving that. This one. This is number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And number 8. I showed you this one once before. I know I did. 8 cards today, 2 hours, complete with lining. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Because it's easy to make beautiful things when you have beautiful materials. Oh my gosh. If you don't have this kit, grab this kit while you get it at a discount. It is just beautiful. You'll make me happy. You'll make my niece happy. And you know, we got to keep Brittany happy. It must be done. I want to show you those glasses that we showed at the very beginning of today's segment. These are the ones we did Thursday night with the crystal lacquer. I didn't get the lacquer on before class was over, so I went ahead and did it, let them dry, and then set them aside. This is what Thelma was recommending it on Thursday when we were looking at this, to do some crystal lacquer on those glasses. And I think that's just beautiful. Look here. How rich and elegant they look with the glasses done, don't they? So pretty. And here was our creative, I don't know if this will work, card. I think it worked great. Look at that shine on those glasses. Isn't that beautiful? So we got those. I'm not letting you get away without talking about pansies. The watercolors just came in. I'll be getting them listed between now and Wednesday so that you can access the metallic watercolor paints. These are pansies. This is part of the pansy set. The pansy, you get the pansy, the dye, and the mold, and it makes 3 sizes of flowers. This is also from the pansy. Lots and lots of you already have this background dye. Here's another. This is called the floral spray, this background. Isn't that beautiful? And here's the teacup. You don't have to do a lot to them because the beautiful shapes of the images and the metallic paints just carry the day. Look at this one with 2 of those floral sprays in the blue. Oh my gosh. So pretty. And here's our add-on flowers. So in this set, there's 2 sets available as an offer right now. You got the pansy die, the pansy stamp, and the pansy mold is 1 set. It's about $45. And then I'm also offering all of these backgrounds, and I'll point them out to you as we go. This is one of the backgrounds, this frame. The teacup's one of the backgrounds. There's another one of the frame. No, they're not Hunky Dory Thoma. Some I got from China. This one's the floral bouquet, or the bouquet from the pansy set. But you get the bouquet, the frame, the teacup, and the spray. You get the stamps and dies for all of those, and it's another about $45. So I've been showing you this repeatedly because I want you to have an opportunity to save up to get both of the sets, because you are going to have so much fun creating these beautiful, beautiful pansy cards. And once again, it's a perfect card for all occasions. Everybody's going to love them. And the two sets are out there right now. The background ones, these right here, with 3 die sets and 3 stamp sets. The retail value of this is $149. Your price is $49. It's $100 off. That's amazing. Just amazing price. And this one, the mold and the stamps are discounted. The dies were never discounted. So this one's a little bit more expensive on a per piece basis, but worth every penny of the original price. And this is, overall, it's half price in our store right now. So you'll want both of those for the pansy class. Do you guys have any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom for me? Thursday, we'll be continuing with our Deco Large cards. Those are great fun. And what is the liquid lacquer? That was gorgeous. That is crystal lacquer. I know I have some here in the classroom that's in new bottles. So if it's not in the store, I'll send me another note to list the crystal lacquer, please. I have about 4 bottles here in the store or in the classroom that I'll send back downstairs, so you can get it if you want. It's called 3D Crystal Lacquer. It's a lot like Glossy Accents, and they work somewhat the same way. This is from Sakura Hobbycraft, and it's a dimensional gloss. So I will put some of these back in the store for you too, for those of you who might be looking for that. Okay. And if you didn't already hit the like button, please hit the like button. It makes me feel good, and it tells YouTube that the people who watch our videos enjoy our videos, so that's important. And it works very much the same way, Brenda. If you have Glossy Accents, you can do the same thing with that. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, because you never know what we're going to be up to, and we always have fun. So be sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Watch for that code to go active here just in a few minutes. I'll go put it in right now. And then the deluxe craft pad we did today and the Deco Large kit we're working on Thursdays will be discounted, and you can save a couple extra dollars. I'm going to leave that code good through the 31st, but today's the 29th? So you need to use that code pretty soon for the Hunky Dory sale. Are there any questions at all for me before we get away? What's the code again? It's going to be Hunky Dory Sale, no spaces. Doesn't matter if it's capitalized or not. Caps don't count. It's just Hunky Dory Sale, no spaces. Okay? All righty then. I will be back with you on Wednesday for What's New Wednesday. Yes, thank you, Thelma. We will be signing off, and within about a minute or so, you should be able to hit the refresh button on your screen, and you can leave a comment about class today. Tell me what you liked the best that we did, or what what techniques you would have liked to have seen us use, or an idea that you have for the cards that we were making today. Give me some comments. I read and answer every comment. And once again, YouTube uses those comments and the number of comments coming in to once again gauge who they send traffic to. So we love to have new crafty friends. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and say good night, Gracie. We'll see you Wednesday.